Health authorities see only two-digit daily COVID-19 cases by March if we don't let our guards down. Less than 2,000 fresh infections have been added to the caseload, the lowest daily tally this year. And candidates continue to make rounds in several areas to woo voters ahead of the May elections. Focused and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. The health department says COVID-19 cases in the country could drop to only two digits come March. Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire said we could see 83 average daily cases if Filipinos would continue complying with health protocols. Vergeire, however, was quick to note that cases could also rise up to over 7,000 if there will be loose restrictions and increased mobility.
Bababa ang mga kaso dahil nagtutulong-tulong at nagko-comply tayo sa safety protocols at nagpapabakuna. Pero once nag-increase ang mobility tapos nagkaroon po ng pagpapabaya, maaring tumaas uli ang kaso.
But does the continuous drop in cases mean that the Philippines is now ready to de-escalate to the lowest COVID-19 alert level? The DOH says it would still depend on several factors, but noted that the country has been slowly transitioning to the new normal since last year.
Sa tingin namin, handa na ang ating mga kababayan, and with our high vaccination coverage at sana magtuloy-tuloy pang tumaas, kumpiyansa tayo na tayo po ay makakaagapay at we can be able to prevent further infections once we de-escalate to alert level 1.
Still on COVID-19, less than 2,000 new infections were logged today, the lowest daily tally so far this year. The total caseload stands at above 3,650,000, some 62,500 of which are still active. The virus killed 198 more patients overnight, pushing the death toll to more than 55,600. Survivors are now over at 3,532,000 with more than 5,100 new recoveries today. Nearly 8% out of more than 27,700 tests recently conducted yielded positive results. Now, this is the lowest positivity rate since December 28, 2021, although 6 laboratories were not able to submit data. Now, in other news, a group of Masungi Geo-Reserve Park rangers were attacked in Upper Marikina watershed on Friday. In a video posted by the park, the rangers were seen being surrounded by men associated with illegal resorts in the area. The reserve's management decried the attack, saying that it was uncalled for. They said at least 30 men started to gang up on the rangers when they refused to go with them without a warrant or due cause. The men are said to have been harassing the rangers even before yesterday's mob. Criminal complaints are set to be filed against those involved in the attack. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Philippine Military Academy alumni homecoming pushed through despite COVID-19 restrictions. Ryan Ang has the details.
Three years since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, alumni of the PMA were finally able to gather at the Fort del Pilar in Baguio City for the traditional homecoming. But face-to-face transactions were still limited.
Limited lamang po yung makakatid physically, and yun nga po, record po yung antigen test sa mga physical attendees natin.
Around 800 participants signified their attendance, including members of the ruling class, PMA Maringal Class of 1988, led by National Police Chief Leonardo Carlos.
Very proud kaming PMA Maringal Class of 1988 dahil all major services ng Armed Forces and then the Philippine National Police, Coast Guard and the PDEA ay may mga PMA Maringal 88 na naging chief or head of these units.
The program began with the arrival honors for Defense Chief Delphin Lorenzana, followed by the parade. Those who have made outstanding contributions to nation building were also awarded during the event. One of the recipients of the Lifetime Achievement Award was presidential aspirant Senator Ping Lacson, while senatorial candidate retired General Guillermo Elazar received the Outstanding Achievement Award.
Ito'y nagpapatunay na talagang pag ikaw ay maglilingkod at magsasakripisyo, talagang ang iyong pinanggalingan ay ikaw ay marirecognize at ma-appreciate.
Lorenzana then led the oath-taking of the PMA Alumni Association's new board of directors. Though not physically present, President Duterte delivered a short message through a taped video.
I am certain that every batch has heroic achievement to be proud of, for which I commend you. May you enjoy this rare occasion and derive from it a renewed sense of patriotism and passion to serve.
The PMA homecoming ended with the singing of the PMA Alma Mater song. For News 5, Ryan Ang, We Are One News.
Now here are some political stories we're watching. Partido Federal ng Pilipinas presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos held a campaign caravan in Caloocan City earlier today. Now, among those present at the convoy was Caloocan City Mayor Oka Malapitan, who already expressed support for the former senator. From the Bet, Senator Manny Pacquiao meanwhile made his way to Laguna as part of his presidential campaign. During his visit, Pacquiao received support from San Pablo Mayor Loreto Amante and other local officials. And supporters of the Robredo Pangilinan ticket in Isabela continued to create murals for the tandem. Recall that one mural in Echage was erased by authorities despite it being part of a private property. A newly invented robot could save millions of tons of food waste across the globe. More details in this Bloomberg video.
Issues with storing long-term grain is moisture content and temperature content of the grain. If it's not put into the grain store in the correct manner, and temperature starts to rise, moisture starts to rise, then in turn bugs start to breed, start to live, mycotoxins and fungus starts to grow in the grain, and then the grain goes off and it's a total loss to me as a farmer, no income. The grain cannot go into the human food chain. So yeah, just massive issues.
Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on a Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.